Hi guys, Brett here from Hearns Hobbies, and today we are taking a look at trying to stand over and unbox the all new FS Racing Model GT 2.0. And what makes this 2.0 is they have designed it and beefed it up a little bit to take 8S. Now the electrics in it won't handle 8S, it's still the Hobbywing 150 amp 6S speed controller. But there is now more room in the motor mount to fit a longer motor if you do want to upgrade it later on. And the radio tray where the ESC fits is a lot bigger, so you can in fact fit a much bigger 8S Speedy if you want later. And that said, the batteries have moved further back with a different cradle to allow also big powerful 2 4S batteries. Alright, so let's take the lid off the box and have a look. And if you guys know, we at Hearns Hobbies are a huge fan of the FS Racing Model GT. Having one ourselves in a velodrome event, lots of fun, really beefy car. Now the Model 2.0 also comes in brand new color options, and you can see here, this is a beautiful, what do I call it, pearl or chameleon blue / purple color. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Let me get this big box out of the way so we can see. Hold that, Nan. There we go. Look at this monster, and how good does it look, guys? It's a nice, beautiful finish. Check it out. Let's get the wrapper off. Let's have a look at what we're working with. And those colors, chameleon, blue pearl, purple pearl, is absolutely beautiful. So in some light it's brilliant blue, nice beautiful metallic blue, and in other lights it's green, in other lights it's a very midnight purple sort of color. Yeah, I really like what they've done. Definitely a great looking car. Now this body, this car is also fitted with full functioning and working LEDs. Now you would have seen on mine, excuse me, you would have seen on mine that it's got working headlights, indicators and tail lights. And the tail lights work when you apply the brakes will go in reverse. So that is really cool. LED lights all around. It's got really scale mirrors. Really nice, I'd have to say 1.5mm thick Lexan body there. Really robust. And I know that because I've had the pleasure of smashing mine once or twice, and it is pretty much unscathed. Get that beautiful body out of the way. Now let's have a look at the car. Okay, so much like the version 1, it does still carry the mighty fine handbrake assembly. So it lets you really tear up the streets and burn the rubber up. So you can do handbrake slides, chuck it into a corner and then gas it up and smoke the tyres. We've got beautiful oil-filled dampers at each corner, aluminium top and bottom mount. What have we got? 6061 aluminium CNC machined and hard anodized shock towers. This beautiful brace across the top here. Something that's new on this V2 is the rear chassis brace along here. Underneath that is now alloy. Before it was plastic, now it's alloy. Just looks very bling if nothing else. Does have these massive wheels, so the 107mm on the rear and 100mm on the front. So if you do want to put the same size wheels front and rear, you just have to put the gear set in, which is a really easy job. I did that on my one. Having a look underneath this car, have a look at the aero package on it. It's got this really sleek underbody, really classy laser etched chassis here. Really nice aero to get all that air from underneath it into the big diffuser and out the back. They've really put a lot of design and effort into this FS Racing Model GT, and the version 2.0 is just built upon that. Okay, so the version 1, you couldn't even fit your finger in between the motor mount, the back of the motor, the end bell, and the steering post here. So if you wanted to upgrade your motor, you were quite limited. So what they've done, they've moved the motor mount forward in the chassis. So no doubt all the components will be the same, but you'll bet that there's a longer front drive shaft and a shorter rear. They've just moved the center diff unit up, probably back about 20mm in the chassis. And what that's done, that's allowed them to put a bigger radio tray in. So look at the size of the radio tray under the ESC. It is a monster, ready to take a Hobbywing Max 6 unit, which is 8S capable. And again, it's got the typical FS Racing cooling fan on the side there. We've got the Metal Gear 18 kilo servo, alloy servo horn. Yeah, it's got an inbuilt gyro, this thing, which you can turn on and off, so it can sort of help you do slides and stuff. Now with the new radio tray and the layout, they have got new battery trays. Very familiar. There's 3 straps to hold in each LiPo, because if you've seen these things crash, they crash hard, and the last thing you want to do is fracture your LiPo and cause an explosion or a fire. So 3 straps on each LiPo, 3S here and 3S here will get you your 6S, or you can run, if you upgrade the ESC, if you do go later on, you can put 2 4S monsters in there, so heaps of power. It's really good that they've done that out of the box. So I will get the version 1 out, my one, and I'll show you exactly what between, let me put it this way, so I can see the motor mount here and the steering post. Get my one up here, look at this, Panda time. It's got the Biddy design ZL21 NASCAR body on there. So I can see it, my one's got the same rubber front and rear. Move it over, there we go. So you can see over here, see I can fit like 2 or 3 fingers in between the motor and the steering post. My one here, it's just about hard up, and that is the same motor, the 4274 from Hobbywing, 2000 kV, heaps of horsepower. Yeah, you can see the speed controller, the radio tray, if I move it over a little bit, like so. You can see the size of the radio tray, where here on my one, the 6S Speedy is just about hard up against the batteries. But if you look rearward on the chassis, they have utilized all of this space here and moved the new battery cradles further back, just about to the C block there. So your batteries can sit all the way back instead of wasting all that space here on my one. But yeah, super happy about this. So they've taken something which has already been a really, really good, classy platform and built upon it. Exactly what manufacturers should do. Two XT90 connectors, really good. All right, now let's see what else you get in the box. The box in the box. What have we got here? Here we have got for you today your instructions. Now, do you believe the FS racing car comes with 2 pinions? So it comes factory fitted with a 12-tooth pinion on it, and then here you've got your high speed option, your 14-tooth, I believe, or 15-tooth. That comes in the kit. You've got your wheel wrench here, really nice metal 4-way wheel wrench, which is really, really nice. And you also get 2 other sets of springs. So it's got medium springs on it now, if it's anything like mine, and it gives you the softer set, the blue, the soft springs, and the super hard yellow set there, which is really good if you're doing velodrome or high bank stuff. We've also got a fully comprehensive instruction. You want to hold on to that because it gives you all the part numbers and anything you might need to replace in the future. So, and here we have the quality the GT15G radio, and this has an inbuilt gyro into the car, and you can turn that off and on by pushing this button here, the bind button, 3 times, and that will turn the gyro on and off in the car for assistance. So it's also got power level and gyro gain control, which is really, really nice feature. Really, really makes a big, super powerful, high-speed car less intimidating, more controllable, and more fun. Well, I'm Brett from Hearns Hobbies, and thanks for taking the time to have a look at the new FS Racing Model GT 2.0.